Polis menahan 4 pelajar tingkatan 1 dan 2 kerana disyaki memukul pelajar tingkatan 1 sekolah Sabah.
Ketua Polis Daerah Kota Sabarahan dan Polis Kutan dan Polis Berangkat mengatakan semua remaja lelaki itu ditahan lepas bangsa membuat laporan kepada Polis Kota Sabarahan.
Good evening, Malaysia. It is me, Emiliana. You are watching the national news. Today we are here to bring you all the fresh and latest news from all over Malaysia, which is bullying. Bullying is a form of aggressive behavior and deliberate misuse of power in relationship through repeated verbal, physical and social behavior that intends to cause physical, social and psychological harm. It can involve an individual or a group misusing their power or perceived power over one or more persons who feel unable to stop it from happening. Bullying behavior is repeated or has the potential to be repeated over time. In terms of legal provisions, Malaysia does not have anti-bullying laws. Existing legal provisions are largely deficient since bullying is not viewed as a criminal act. There are many different types of bullying, but today we will focus on physical bullying. Physical bullying involves real bodily contact between a bully and his or her victim for the express purpose of intimidation or control over the victim. This may include kicking, biting, punching, scratching or wrestling the victim until he or she is completely submissive or unable to retaliate. In these types of bullying, we will discuss further about school bullying and road bullying. School bullying includes psychological, emotional, cyber, social or physical harassment of one student by another at school or within the school community. Bullying can occur in kindergarten, primary school, secondary school, technical colleges and university. Existing legislation related to the protection of children, such as the Child Act, contains no provision on school bullying. There are some forms of bullying that can be penalized under the penal code, such as in the cases of T. Navan and Zulfarhan Osman, where there was evidence of assault. An example of a case charged with the act is 9 male students at a boarding secondary school in Kemaman. According to the charge sheet, the students are alleged to have deliberately caused injury by punching and kicking 3 victims, all aged 15, at the school dormitory. They were charged under Section 323 of the Penal Code, which provides for a prison sentence of up to 1 year, a maximum fine of 2,000 ringgit or both upon conviction. Next, road bullying. Road bullying or road rage is anger or violent behavior caused by someone else bad driving or the stress of being in heavy traffic. One of the cases of road bullying that is subject to legal action in the court is the case of Daniel Abdullah Tan, otherwise known as Abang Botak. The Court of Appeal has upheld a 10,000 ringgit fine imposed by the Shah Alam High Court on a road bully after the prosecution withdrew its appeal over the sentence. The prosecution had appealed against the 10,000 ringgit fine meted out by the High Court against Daniel Abdullah Tan, 33, who was initially sentenced by the Petaling Jaya Magistrates Court to 12 years jail for smashing a car windscreen with his crash helmet, causing losses of about 600 ringgit to the car driver in Sri Kembangan in May 2019. Next, we have Amira to provide further evidence about the issues.
One of the most talked about topic on social media this year is a cyber citizen debate about a man who is a physical road bully. A video went viral showing a bully man in a red shirt roughing up a female driver whom he claimed was driving dangerously. In the video that went viral, it was seen that the man with a thick body and a red shirt got out of his car and immediately knocked on the windscreen of the driver's vehicle with a fierce face. As soon as the car window was lowered, the man spewed abusive words in the manner of a street thug. Not only was he angry with abusive words, but the man was also seen extending his arm to shove the driver's head back twice before passing.
Ya bang.
Oh elok sikit.
Bang, selain putus-putus, saya bukannya memotong dekat double lane.
Kau jangan nak menjawab dengan aku Kau jangan nak. Kau main nyawa orang ke tu? Kau main nyawa orang.
Perak Police Chief Datuk Seri Muhammad Yusri Hassan Basri said following the incident, the female driver lodged a report at the Sarjana Utama Police Station in Sungai Buloh, Selangor at 10 a.m. on 6 June 2023. The charge is that Zaim threatened Amirah Atika Sharizan 25 by uttering, "I will break your face." The offence falls under Section 506 on the Penal Code for criminal intimidation, which carries a jail term of up to 7 years or a fine or both on conviction. Magistrate Siti Hanum Muhammad Sah faced the sentence of 7 days in jail on Muhammad Zaim Faiz Tarmizi, 29, after he pleaded guilty to charge of voluntarily causing hurt and criminal intimidation. Physical bullying in school is a serious issue that has garnered attention worldwide. On 19 May, 2 short videos about the incidents went viral on social media. The 2 bullying incidents at a secondary school in Butterworth happened hours apart and involved 2 different victims. The first case involved a Form 2 student who was beaten up by a Form 3 boy, while in the second case, the victim was a Form 1 student who was assaulted by 9 seniors. In both cases, the victims were beaten with hands and feet, not objects, in the boys' toilet. One of the videos shows a boy being repeatedly punched and kicked by a group of students.
Mangsa merupakan pelajar tingkatan 2 telah dipukul oleh seorang pelajar tingkatan 3, manakala dalam kejadian kedua, mangsa merupakan pelajar tingkatan 1 telah dipukul 9 pelajar senior.
Seberang Perai Utara District Police Chief Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Asri Syafiee said an investigation will be conducted after they obtain the OTI order to investigate from the prosecution. In the first case, police detained a Form 3 boy which occurred around 1 p.m. The first case was being investigated under Section 323 of the Penal Code for causing harm. For the second case, which happened at 3 p.m., police detained 9 suspects on the day of the incident, aged between 14 until 16 at the school. The second case is being investigated under Section 147 of the Penal Code for raiding. Here are statistics about physical bullying at school in Malaysia. This data source is from the Ministry of Home Affairs (MOHA) recorded on the Cosmo Malaysia website. The graph shows that in 2022, from the beginning of January until the end of July, a total of 122 cases of bullying were convicted, which increased compared to only 50 cases recorded in the whole of 2021 last year. That's all from me. Amira reports for National News. Now we have Atika. Kindly update our viewers about the consequences of this issue for society, people, and the economy.
Thank you, Amira. Well, here are some consequences that happen to all 3 parties. Firstly, to society is social disruption. Physical bullying ruins the social structure of groups and whole societies. It fosters an atmosphere of hostility, distrust, and fear that can cause societal division. Healthy connection, teamwork, and a feeling of community are hampered by this interruption. In addition, decreased well-being and quality of life. Physical bullying has a negative impact on society, generally well-being and standard of living. It makes it harder for society to prosper, feel comfortable in their daily life by fostering a climate of fear and uncertainty. This can lead to decreased happiness, satisfaction, and overall life fulfillment. Second consequence is people, which is long-term consequence. Physical bullying can have long-lasting effects that persist into adulthood. Physical bullying can cause trauma and adverse experience that can alter a person's outlook on life, relationship, and general quality of life. It could affect how well they are able to build solid relationships, advance professionally, and live happy lives. Individual impact. Physical abuse can result in immediate injuries such as cuts, bruises, and broken bones, as well as long-term health problems. It is possible for victims to feel pain, suffering, and trauma. They could experience anxiety, sadness, low self-esteem, and other mental health issues. In extreme circumstances, physical bullying could lead to self-harm or suicide. The last consequence is towards economy, which is educational disruption. Physical bullying might affect children's academic success. Fear, anxiety, or physical injuries make it difficult for them to focus, attend class regularly, or participate in educational activities. As a result, future work chance and economic potential may be harmed as well as academic setbacks and lower educational achievement. Other than that, long-term economic impact. Physical bullying includes difficulties with mental health and worse, educational and employment opportunities. Victims may have trouble finding work, have lower earning potential, and depends more on social support networks, which might raise social welfare expense and slow overall economic growth. That's all for me. We turn to Fatiha regarding the resolution of this issue.
Thank you, Ms. Atika. The problem can be solved by encouraging reporting by setting up channels where bullying can be reported and ensuring that individuals feel safe and support when reporting. This reporting system can encourage victims, witnesses, and even the public to report bullies without fears. Bystander intervention can help stop bullying and its tracks and provide support to the victims. The Education Ministry and Ministry of Home Affairs launched an initiative called Sekolahku Sejahtera, Sepakat dan Selamat, an anti-bully portal to look into prevalence of bullying. This initiative is done so that the authorities can take all the reports of bullying seriously and investigate. Assign trust staff members to handle the investigations and ensure that they have the necessary resources and support to carry out their duties. School, workplace, and organization also need to establish clear anti-bully policy. The policy also should outline the meaning of bullying, the consequences for those involved, and procedure for reporting and investigating incidents. Those involved should face consequences for engaging in bully behavior. These consequences should be fair, consistent, and appropriate of the incident happened. The policy should also ensure that consequences promote accountability, education, and growth, rather than focus on punishment alone. Road bullying can be a challenging and potentially dangerous situation. It is important to stay calm and avoid making things worse. Don't panic and try to defuse the situation with an apologetic wave or hand gesture. Responding with aggression or anger can make things worse. The safest place to be is inside your car. If you have a passenger with you, ask them to record as many details as possible or use dashcam to record the bully actions. This evidence can be helpful when reporting the incident to the authorities. That's all for the national news. We will meet again at the same time on the same channels. Thank you for watching. I am Fatiha. Have a great day.